You know, thinking about Christmas and the birth of Jesus, whatever time of the year he was born, it really brings you to think of Jesus as a son, particularly a son of Mary. You know, the Bible does give us some clues as to the normalcy of their relationship as mother and son, which can be very, very, interesting, ups and downs, pain, happiness, and everything in between. And you've got to consider the fact that Jesus was away from his mother a lot of the time, if not most. He first had a record of his disappearance at the age of 12, when Joseph and Mary were looking for him for 3 days, and God knows how they were feeling for those 3 days before they found him. And that was just the beginning, because you see, Jesus went away for a long period of time, regularly, as an adult, a young man, and even before he started his ministry of 3 years in his homeland, where he would have been away from his mother. And remember one thing as well, when he was on the cross, I think it was John he requested, or one of the disciples anyway, he requested that he look after his mother and treat his mother as if it's his own. So Jesus was a neglectful son, physically, as he was not there because he was on a mission. And it begs the question, is it right to be selfish? Because I can assure you that had Jesus not done what he had done, had he not forsaken his mother and his father, you can say, his biological father, Joseph, then he probably wouldn't have achieved his ascension. He probably wouldn't have got to where he got to now. And so we got to think about ourselves too, because the story of Jesus is a reflection of our stories and our potentials. So you have to practice the art of selfishness. It is an art, because it can go terribly wrong if it's not practiced in the right manner. But then what do? Because you have to find a balance. You cannot become destructively selfish, and at the same time you cannot become destructively passive, as in putting everybody's needs before your own and not ascending. So it's all about finding the balance between the two sides, between being egocentric and having no ego. Because although I talk about the ego being the devil, I do talk about it being its best friend too. Your best friend. It can go either way. It's about you and how you utilize it. So when you think about Jesus and how he was as a son, think about yourself as a person. Are you putting your family's needs before yours? Is your ego attached to obligations such as family? Because don't forget, not everybody is the same. Not everybody will even be aware of ascension, let alone try to ascend. But because you are aware of your potentials now, and you want to consciously ascend, you have to decide what you need to forsake in order to ascend, because there is sacrifice. When Jesus said that you have to deny yourself and pick up your cross, he meant a lot of things, but one of those things he was referring to is your attachments, your ego, putting others before yourself for their sake, because you love them so, particularly where family and friends are concerned. So when he said deny yourself, he meant putting yourself first, following your path, your truth. And if everybody else follows, so be it. But if they don't, it doesn't matter, because you're on your way up. But too many of us, we become afraid of that sobering truth, that in order to ascend, we have to sacrifice. So what are the sacrifices you're going to make going into 2017? It's Christmas Day, so we've got exactly 1 week before we're into a new calendar year. And although it's a new year every day, you got to really consider what you're going to bring to the table in 2017 and what you're going to take away from that same table. Because you can't have everything at once. You can't have your cake and eat it. You need to make room for the new things in your life, the new things that will benefit you and your purpose here. So enjoy your Christmas Day. Be a glutton as Jesus was. Get drunk, enjoy yourself and your family and your loved ones. And we shall meet again on the other side, 2017. Peace.